So that picture that is in the thumbnail is very, very famous of Ronnie and Reggie Kray, Sonny Liston. The guy you see behind Sonny Liston is a guy called Bobby Ramsey, ex-professional boxer, bit part actor, and basically a errand boy for the twins. Who I did a video recently. They actually beat him up just before he went to prison. So that the Kray twins, the world knows what they were. Obviously there were protection rackets, all that kind of thing. But they were obviously in the industry known as Thieves, ponces. But they didn't just do the obvious, pay us X amount of money and we look after that. So that picture was taken in 1962. Sonny Liston didn't lose to Ali or Cassius Clay as he was until 64 and in the second fight 65. So that picture was, these days it wouldn't be that much of a big thing. But it was huge back then. Everyone saw the pictures of Sonny Liston on an Arabic horse in Newcastle. So basically, the reason, obviously, all these you're looking in the Kray books and you see pictures of Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Leonard, Rocky Mancino, and that one, what you're looking at, Sonny Liston. So the reason all those fighters, and particularly that one, were over in Britain at the first place was Mickey Duff. Now, Mickey Duff had paid to get Sonny Liston over in Britain. As I said, wouldn't be a big deal these days, but back in, what was it, 63 years ago, it was massive. It was, he'd just beaten Floyd Patterson. As I said, he was actually still the champion. And the Krays basically, so Mickey Duff got him over here. But he went up to Scotland to promote on a show in Paisley Ice Rink. So that picture is at the famous Colony Club. As I said, Reggie looking every part of the swinging 60s, cigarette in his mouth. Bobby Ramsey behind him and Ronnie Kray. And Mickey Duff wasn't aware of any of this. So, obviously the twins liked the pictures with, the famous, all these Barbara Windsors and all these amazing great fighters, which, to be quite honest, the reality is they had no right to, as I said, Mickey Duff was the reason why he was over here anyway, because it was Mickey Duff who was paying him. And I've had a few friends, promoters in the past, and when they've did, even with Mike Tyson, Thomas Hearns, Ricky Hatton, God rest him, they hire them for the day, and they can take them anywhere, and they sign everything, and that's what happened basically. Mickey Duff was totally oblivious to the fact that the Kray twins reached out to Sonny Liston, got pictures of him, and then it was all over the papers. So needless to say, he wasn't too happy. And then there's other stories of very similar old greats. I'm just trying to, the Krays were basically pictured with a lot of fighters. And basically, top Americans who, again, the reason they were over here in the first place wasn't the Kray twins. It wasn't their kind of pull, if you like. It was down to Money Prager, aka Mickey Duff. But that photo was 1962. Obviously, there weren't cold-blooded murderers then, but people who knew what they were. I remember speaking to Colin Hart, God rest him. Colin was born 1935, so he was there with 33. So you knew what they were, and they're known for protection rackets and putting the name to this and that. But they did things in the industry. As I said, that's a prime example of kind of getting the great Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston didn't die until 70, so he was a massive world superstar. Obviously, he was the heavyweight champion of the world. This was before he'd lost a couple of years before he lost to Ali. And as I said, the Krays kind of got, them two lads from Bethnal Green, that they know everyone, and kind of, in actual fact, they've just basically muscled and bullied the way into to get the picture. And there's a pattern. And as I said, there's a lot of all those pictures you see with the twins with all these kind of famous old fighters. Exact same thing. Mickey Duff got them over. And boxers being boxers, they're quite selfish. They're not brought up at Cambridge or Oxford or somewhere there. But a lot of them, even the ones that I've met over the years, that they are out for what they can get. Listen, there's some lovely people in boxing, but yeah, they are basically out for what they get because the time at the top it's very limited. But yeah, Dog, I'm going to take you out now. But yeah, that is the story behind Sonny Liston, the Kray twins in 1962. It was a colony club. Mickey Duff got him over, and they kind of stole the limelight.